album, Midnights, 2022. Swift will also perform on March 3rd for 7, 8 and 9 and is the second act to front 6 shows at the National Stadium, after Coldplay did the same in January. When fans put up their phone flashlights for Marjorie, a tradition on the Eras tour, Swift said she was so moved by the gesture, adding that the song was about her maternal grandmother. In 1968, the Straits Times reported that Swift's grandmother Marjorie Finley, an opera singer, was chosen to play the part of a peasant girl in a production at the Victoria Theatre. "My mom actually spent a lot of her childhood with her mom and dad and sister growing up in Singapore. A lot of the time when we would come here on tour, my mom would drive me past her house, where she went to school. I've been hearing about Singapore all my life. To get to come here and play a show this big, it means the world." Swift told the rapt crowd, "There were a few security hiccups as people had to be repeatedly cleared from standing in the aisles between floor sections, but Swift remained a consummate performer throughout, moving from era to era and commanding every inch of the sprawling stage with an ease that reflected her 18 years in the music industry." She took the stage at 7 p.m. after an opening set by American singer Sabrina Carpenter. Carpenter caused a brief tizzy during her performance of Nonsense, a song where she is known to customize the outro in a homage to the city she is performing in, Gardens by the Bay. "I wanna go there. Then I'll take you somewhere that has no hair. Singapore, you're so perfect it's no fair," she sang to cheers from the stadium, which was 90% full by the end of her opening set. Together with her army of backup dancers, singers and instrumentalists, Swift whisked fans through a song and dance extravaganza peppered with more local references, including a sprinkling of Singlish during "We Are Never Getting Back Together." During the song, backup dancer Cameron Saunders usually responds with "Like Ever" during Swift's spoken interlude. In Australia, where Swift performed before arriving in Singapore, he said "yeah, nah or nower," local slang for no. For Singapore's opening night, he countered with "no la" instead, to the delight of the crowd. Swift Eras Tour, where she performs songs from 9 to 10 of her albums, depending on what she chooses in the acoustic surprise song set, has been a record-breaking juggernaut from the get-go. She played 2 mashups as part of the show, A Pairing of Mine from Speak Now, 2010, and Starlight from Red, 2012, on the guitar, and I Don't Wanna Live Forever, the soundtrack to the 2017 film 50 Shades Darker, and Dress on the piano. Dress is from Reputation, 2017. An album that booted Swift's good girl image out the door. At the end of 2023, the Eras Tour became the first concert tour to hit $1 billion in gross revenue, after accounting for only 60 shows out of a planned 151. Singapore is Swift's only Southeast Asia stop on the Eras Tour. The only other Asian city to host Swift was Tokyo, where she performed 4 shows at the Tokyo Dome in January. Tickets for the 6 concerts, priced between $88 and $1,228, sold out hours after they went on sale in July 2023. A second, smaller sale in January 2023 also sold out within a few hours. Swift last performed in Singapore in 2015, playing 2 shows at the Singapore Indoor Stadium. She also finished off her Red Tour there in June 2014, and kicked off her Speak Now World Tour in February 2011 at the same venue. After she closes out her final Singapore concert on March 9, she will take a short break, before kicking off a Europe leg in Paris in May. But fans present at her opening show on March 2 are already looking forward to her return to Singapore. "I wasn't really a Swiftie until I saw the Eras Tour movie in November. Seeing the concert in person tonight, it gave me a whole new appreciation for her music and her as a performer. It's also my first concert in Singapore, so the experience is truly memorable. Definitely beats painting by the numbers at home," said 27-year-old student Lee Pei Yuan.